the interceptions and the ball production and everything else, and just the opposing passing numbers against you, everything, you really kind of put it all together. So I'm curious, what's the next step for you now? So what's the goal after a season like that going into the next?
I mean, I had a lot of good personal goals, I feel like, last year, which were great, and definitely a lot to build off of. But I think the next step is to win more games. I think coming over the next year, just bringing that experience and just trying to get any of the new guys to, mesh into the room well, and then and just elevate the younger guys' game, and then just keep being consistent as much as I can, and try to get some more W's.
Seemed like first half versus second half of last season, a lot of opportunistic interception in the first half, and then the second half, you were straight making plays on the ball. Was that representative, I guess, of a comfort level within AG's scheme?
Yeah. I think the whole year, this was our first year with the staff, so we did a lot in OTAs and camp, but it's nothing like being in the game. So as the year went on, I think guys got comfortable. Obviously, there was a lot of guys rotating in and out, so just getting comfortable with the guys in the system. Towards the later weeks, it got better and we got more comfortable. So just got put myself in position to make plays, and I'm glad I could do those.
You guys have bragged about your contractual situation, I guess. What do you hope to get done? Where do things stand with that right
now? My focus has mostly been on the workouts and just getting back around the guys. I kind of leave that between them and my agent, but happy to be in a position to be even having those kind of talks, but just try not to worry about it. Worry about the season coming up.
Your intention would be you hope to sign a long-term deal at some point.
Absolutely, yeah. I love the trip. I love being here. I love everything it's given me. Gave me a chance to play in the NFL. So ideally, that's where I want to be at. But so we'll stay tuned.
When you see some of the contract numbers that pop in during the offseason, is it hard to wrap your head around some of these dollar amounts that these guys are earning?
No, it's insane. It is pretty crazy. Especially seeing guys who maybe you play with or were at the Senior Bowl or whatever, kind of getting those opportunities. It's amazing the things they can do for their families, and it's awesome.
With Jerry and Jeff get back, it seems like you guys will have some pretty good competition between some young guys, vets, for that in that cornerback room. Just how much are you looking forward to maybe that kind of iron sharpens iron mentality when you get everybody back healthy and the competition that you guys will have at that spot?
I'm super excited. I think that's what elevates a team, just competition in general. And we got a lot of guys who did good things in different areas. Obviously, couldn't have Jeff out there as much as we wanted him to, unfortunately, but we're excited to have him back. And Jerry having a great year that he had, carrying over. Just a lot of competition, a lot of athleticism in our DB room, all body types, and I'm excited to just kind of get out there and just play together and see how we can push each other and get each other better every day.
Changing the defense, being more aggressive up front. You've seen them add defensive linemen. What's that mean to a corner when you see a team trying to rev up that pass rush?
It's huge. It'll be great for the pass rush. It'll be huge for the run stopping as well. But as a corner, I think we're pretty happy to see guys like that in front of us. Less time having to cover some of these elite receivers out there, and if we could put it all together, it just ultimately will help us as a defense as a whole.
Just to go back to the comfort level, you mentioned obviously last offseason was kind of scattered with the new coaching staff and everything. How much farther ahead are you guys at this point than you were, May of last year? Like, how much better can a team get at this point of the year?
A lot better, but I know what you're saying. Coming in the first year, just trying to. That's why we had to kind of get in May, get around guys, and really learn the playbook. Now having a year in, it's been just building on that, seeing how self-critiquing, looking at our own, things we did wrong last year individually and as a defense. How can we be better at those, and just kind of just trying to gain as much knowledge on the game and develop right now in this time period during OTAs.
About the team goals.
Go ahead,
You talk about the team goals, maybe just more personally. Is the next step for you could be in maybe that number one guy, a guy that can travel with the opponent's best wide receiver every week, or do you look forward to maybe getting that type of challenge and getting to that point where you're that guy on defense?
Most definitely. I think, I would love any kind of responsibility that brings, because to me, I think, like I said before, if you're a corner in this league, you're working your tail off and you're making plays to become that number one corner. You want that respect around the league from receivers, from other corners, from everything, from your teammates in your locker room. So that's always been the goal, to be able to be that guy that has to step up to the plate every game, for sure.
We haven't talked to Jeff since the injury. He's been posting some stuff on social media, the workouts. Just your impressions, talking to him, being around him, where he's at physically and mentally as he braces for his comeback.
Yeah, I think mentally probably is the biggest thing right now. I know he'll get back healthy, but mentally he's amazing. He's in great spirits. Doing his thing, getting back, getting that Achilles and the whole body right in general. But I think we're going to be excited just to get him back in the locker room, just his infectious attitude around all the guys, and just keep building.
Another guy back in a different capacity, Tracy, re-signed with the team this year. He's been around here as long as you have. Just the importance of having, I guess, that leader in the back end, what it means for you at the cornerback position.
It's huge. I mean, we get to just build off what we did last year. I was so excited for him. Reached out, told him congratulations, and told him don't turn into Lucky Charms. He wanted to call me that. I was so excited for him, man. I want him to come back and just keep leading those safeties, leading all the guys in the room, and just keep building, man.
That's how your film is. Everything good with that?
Yeah. No, all good. Yeah.
Dan Campbell got so much attention for his initial press conference, and people kind of just focused on that from the outside. A year under his belt as the head coach here, what have you learned about him, and what has he instilled in this group?
He's instilled just belief, man. I think for a while, guys, winning the games I don't know if they really believed we're gonna win the game, but I think every week we went into a game, we knew in our mind, we thought in our mind we were gonna win a game, and that's a huge thing, to have that culture shift in the locker room. So other than that, just attacking the day, playing with that grit, playing with that that bite the kneecap mentality, but just willing to do whatever it takes to win. And guys are showing that in our workouts, and we just got to keep building going into the season.
Amani, what would you tell people about Jeff? I mean, he's a high draft pick, it hasn't happened yet. The tendency is people kind of want to write somebody off when it doesn't happen quickly. You know him, you play the same position. What would your message about him and your expectations for him be?
Yeah, man, I always talk to Jeff and all the guys. I mean, my motto is just keep going. I've always told him, I'm like, man, you've developed so much just from the time I've seen you. I can't wait to see how much you develop when you could put a full 16 games together. And I think he can't wait. He's excited. I think, people who try to write people off, they got to just kind of, stay in your lane, because to me, I think when there's a reason he went number 3 overall in the draft, and the minute he gets on the field, I think he can make an immediate impact. So it's just a matter of staying healthy, and we're all wishing for that.
I think we joked a bit last year that you were the old guy in the room, as weird as that was. But Mike Hughes, comes in, maybe takes that crown from him for a little bit. Just what does he bring, having some experience with a couple different franchises coming here?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, a lot of different, like you said, defenses he's played in. He brings that knowledge, brings experience. Just got to meet him this week, so really good dude. Can't wait to, just keep working with him and see whatever value he brings to the room.
How important was it to have AG and to have Aubrey Pleasant both come back, knowing that they were, taking interviews other places?
It's amazing. Like, I mean, in this league, guys can be taken from coaches can be taken anytime in their career. So to have them back and to build on what we did last year is huge. I think it's huge for the development of the young guys, really getting to learn, how they teach, how they coach. It works, and so I'm fortunate to have them back. I know they helped me out a ton in my game, so it should be fun.
What was your reaction to the Hard Knocks news, and do you have a prediction on who will be the biggest star in this locker room?
I think that's going to be huge for Detroit. I think outside of Dan, I think Either Jerry, I think it's got to be either Jerry or one of the rookies coming in that guys want to see. But Jerry's funny. He's a camera guy, so as soon as the camera's on him, you'll see all the jokes. Yeah, outside of Dan's there. You know, everybody wants to see superhero Dan. So.
Superhero?
Oh yeah, you know how he look like he does look like a superhero. I mean, walking around the locker room, but yeah, he might break this thing in half. So.
I'm just curious, all the speed they added on the other side of the ball with Williams and Chark. Just how good will that be for you? I guess just to see that in practice every day, to see that elite level speed on the outside and probably the inside as well.
Yeah, it'll be huge. I think getting to go against that every day in practice will help the corners develop, but help them get to go against, you know, like I said, long corners and, you know, guys like Jerry who we're all going to compete. It'll be great for our offense, great for JG. I'm just excited in general, bringing great talent in and great competition.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.